Bible. See when you're ready.
Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. Divine Feminines, I've got a romantic message for you tonight. I kept hearing You Got It Bad by Usher all day, okay? So I do feel like, someone can't go a day without talking to you. Now that you guys have maybe experienced some kind of intimacy or closeness, I feel like someone wants to make the effort towards you, okay? Past readings have been touching upon just falling even more in love with you, off of like the bond deepening. So a lot of your masculines are getting the opportunity to know you, and I feel like a lot of your personalities are shining through. Many of them are getting the opportunity as well to feel your energy in person. So a lot of that has to do with just the bond itself. It's deepening, and someone has a hard time being away from you. It's like even just a day without talking to you makes someone feel like their energy is off. You know, in the song when Usher says, if you miss a day without your friend, your whole life's off track. That's how somebody feels. Okay. And I feel like it's ever since you guys have gotten either in communication or back into communication for some of you. Okay. But somebody really just wants to be consistent and make the effort towards you. And I feel like the main message behind this as well is that many of you deserve love. Like, you deserve to see this happen on your journey in terms of this transformation that's occurring with your masculine. Okay, we have express your love. So a lot of them are getting ready to do this. So get ready for just excuse me, guys. I'm hearing for some of you, like, get ready for consistency. Okay, maybe that's something that you haven't had on the journey with your masculines, but now I'm hearing locked in. Now that they're locked in, and this has a lot to do again with your personality. Okay, I'm gonna split the deck in half here and see what on earth they are just locked in over. Okay, so with the long hair, they're locked in for life. Okay, for a long time. And I feel like the long hair has a lot to do with just abundance, fertility. I'm hearing going places as well. Okay, they feel like this connection is going places. I'm also hearing too, they just can't be without you. Okay, this feels like two people reuniting after a really long time. And now that you are in each other's arms again, they're not letting you go. Okay, something about you has them mesmerized, or, you know, you're theirs. Maybe even a romantic encounter, an intimate encounter for some of you. If it's already happened, this is why somebody can't go a day without talking to you. This is why they're feeling off. Okay, this person too could constantly reminisce and think about this encounter with you as well. And it's probably the most sensual experience they've ever had. I recently shared a reading talking about you being the most sensual woman he's ever encountered. This has a lot to do with it, okay? You definitely appeal to all of their senses, and something about you smelling really good as well. They may miss your smell. Everything about you is perfect. Like, you're their type in every way. A lot of these readings I've just shared. So make sure that you guys go back and check out some of the titles that I've done within the last month, because I feel like, you know, it's really going to resonate in terms of like somebody getting to know you more. And the more they get to know you, like, listen, I'm telling you, this man cannot go a day now without just being in touch with you, without checking in with you. Okay, you're theirs at this point. That's what they're starting to feel like. And I'm hearing for some of you as well, it's strange, because I heard girlfriend and wife. So some of you, no judgment at all, guys. Okay, it is what it is. I'm just here to deliver the messages, but I'm just going to say it how it's coming out. You're starting to feel like someone's girlfriend even though they have a wife. Okay, that it is what it is. That's just a side note here for some of you, because I do see somebody, like, this card tells me like they feel good whenever they're back into your presence again, and like somebody just, they really want to just express their love. And because some of the readings too I've been picking up on is like, you're their true love, like this is the romance of a lifetime. Like, although it may be difficult to come to terms with that in another relationship that they may be in, I'm just hearing like they're just not willing to sacrifice this connection for anything. That's how good you may make them feel. Or like that's just how good it just feels being with you, being in your presence. Someone imagines a future with you. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. Yeah, so we have codependency also. And I feel like this is coming up as I'm talking about the karmic situations as well, just kind of fading out or fizzling out. I feel like those connections are being codependent, or anybody that was codependent on each other, a lot of that is being released because now that someone's experiencing this kind of bond here that naturally makes them want to express their love, that is what's hard to let go of. Because I feel like in this past connection, they started to feel like they were tied to it based off of everything else except passion and love. Okay, but with you, on the other hand, just a simple conversation with you. That's why I'm saying a lot of your personalities is what's got your divine masculines feeling hooked. That's why a lot of them feel like they can't go a day without talking to you. And if they do, they just feel off because they need like your gentleness, like your sense of humor, maybe just like your realness, your real approach to life. That's why somebody feels like they've just reunited with you and they're not about to let you out of their sight again. You know, we even have the torch there in the background with the big flame. You know, just even with her dropping the shoe, it's like someone's always been seeking you out or searching for you, searching for that feeling. Even though they might have been with somebody, that connection that they were in was probably very contractual. Or, you know, when you meet someone and then it takes you time to kind of, you know, fall in love, and maybe there might have been their ups and downs. And I feel like with this connection, however, it was just like an instant pull. Two people instantly pulled towards one another. And now someone can't help but feel like all they want to do is make the effort towards you. You're everything that they've been missing. You know, if they have been in another connection, you know, they checked out, or that person has checked out a long time ago. And if you guys do see any kind of, you know, renewed sense of passion and karmic situations, it's because you showed up to the party, Divine Feminine. Okay, that's why many of you are seeing more codependency than ever in a lot of these karmic situations now. And it's at a time where a lot of your Divine Masculines can't help but reach out to you, right? They should be off, you know, in these other situations, but these other situations are starting to feel like this because now they know what balanced love feels like. They know what it's like to be in a connection with somebody who actually reciprocates and cares for you and acknowledges you and appreciates you and pays attention to the little things and loves your flaws, you know, and vice versa. Many of your masculines, they don't know what that's like until you came along. And the karmics didn't start fighting for these situations or putting in any effort until you showed up or you came along, Divine Feminine. Okay? I think I shared in the last reading as well, and it's coming up again, but you are a gift to your Divine Masculines. Okay, very generous men, I'm hearing, for this Divine Masculine collective, and you equally just as generous, Divine Feminine. Okay, but just like I shared in the earlier reading today, you know, many of you are not about to, I feel, wait on anything or stay put for anything. And that's what's got your Divine Masculines feeling like they want to put in all of the effort towards this now, including ending some kind of codependent situation that they might have been tied to or stuck to. Okay, and that may not be for all of you because not all of your Divine Masculines are dealing with karmic situations, but that's definitely something there on the table. For some of you, your Divine Masculines karmic situations could be these finances and career, right? Always at work, always, you know, always busy, timelines, deadlines, whatever the case is. But now somebody's putting work on the back burner, okay? Somebody's not taking that overtime anymore. No, instead they want to spend their weekends talking to you, calling you, seeing what it is you're up to. Whereas before they'd be buried in work trying to avoid this connection with you. But somebody is putting all of this on the back burner because it was affecting the romance between you two. Okay, so for some of you, it might have been another situation with a karmic partner. For some of you, it might have been just getting carried away with career, finances, running from the connection and trying to pursue the bachelor life. The only problem is that they don't find fulfillment in those places like they do with you, right? Because a lot of your masculines too, I'm feeling, especially the ones that have been single, all of the traveling in the entire world that they did, all them pictures and thing they post up, all them gal and thing. No, they don't hold a candle to you, Divine Feminine. I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines flew right back to your hometown, just have you stuck on their mind. And many of them now, we feel like they're making the romantic gesture, right? Many of them are extending their lighthearted energy. I feel like a lot of you could be running into your Divine Masculines in town as well, or they could be purposely trying to run into you or be close to you or be near you. I'm also hearing relocate, get a job in your city, like whatever the case is, whatever they need to do to express their love and not have to go a day without being in your presence, they're going to do it. Okay, that reconciliation energy is coming up for many of you, especially when I said relocate. Some of them are making their way back to you because they cannot be apart. And if you guys, again, have recently just gotten communication with them and you guys have let them back in, Divine Feminine, now you're going to see a side to them that you haven't seen before, which is consistency. Okay, not going a day without talking to you because they cannot. They're ready to put in the effort. And more so, they're just ready to keep you, they're ready to keep you close to them, okay? A lot of them have watched you, I just feel like from afar, go through a hell of a journey, especially those of you who isolated and have gone through like that celibacy energy as well. Many of your Divine Masculines felt it. You know, spiritually they were shown, okay? Butterflies have been a big thing, cocoons, you know, being tucked away safely. They've been shown this. They've been given the clarity and they've been shown that there is some sense of loyalty with your energy or with your spirit. You've consistently been in their dreams as well. And I feel like their dreams have been leading them right back to you in order to make the effort or give this a chance in some way. And that's why a lot of them are being consistent and coming forward and expressing their love in this very truthful way and putting certain things like other relationships or work or whatever the case is on the back burner because they too are realizing that they deserve love or they deserve this connection. And for many of you as well, like I do feel like the reconciliation or reunion energy is coming up because like I keep picking up this whole dream thing, guys, and I don't know why, but like I do feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines, they might have been the type to like never dream, and now all of a sudden they can't stop dreaming about you, and that is big. Like it's so significant to their journey with you. Nobody's been able to penetrate their opinions or have a say on their moves or what it is they're doing because they've been shown what they need to see through like a spiritual source or in a spiritual way that nobody else can explain. I feel like the only person that would understand is you, and they've probably shared this with you or they will share it with you, or even if they think about opening up about it, you're the only one that would understand, okay? Let go of control issues, okay? So both of you having to allow this to unfold naturally, and I think that that's why I was saying they're not allowing anybody to really just get in their head about this connection anymore. And another message too that I'm getting is like they're spending a lot more time talking to you. Like if you guys notice, they're not letting a day pass without touching bases with you. I do feel like for many of them, they're not trying to control this by like triggering you, making you jealous. I do feel like a lot of them are Xing off, just like a lot of karmic partners, or even with like the work situation, just anything that might have been taking up like extra time of theirs. Many of them are just like, no, I'm just going to let this unfold in the way that it's supposed to, and I'm going to follow my heart on this, and my heart is telling me to put in effort and make myself available. And I feel like genuinely that's what a lot of them are. Oh, sorry guys, that might be a confirmation there, but again, that's what I feel like many of them are doing, is like making themselves available, right? Just in case you have free time, just in case like my phone went off, you might call, right? You might have time to talk. They want to be available because for a lot of them, they like growing this connection. They like making the effort. I feel like eventually many of them want to get to that energy of like closeness, being extremely close with you. Ace of Cups energy here. Feeling that fullness, that love, that closeness with you even more. And this is why they can't go a day without talking to you. Again, I feel like it's because you're there. Is if you guys have had this romantic encounter, or maybe, doesn't that look like Mega's tail? That's so funny. Sorry guys, I do have to cough again. Let me pause this. Oh, so sorry guys. But yeah, that's ideally what I'm feeling here, is that, you know, if you guys haven't, this is what they want. This is what they want to experience. And I feel like for many of you, if you have had this encounter, this romantic encounter of just making love to one another, like being in that energy of like oneness, that closeness. I mean, somebody wants more and more and more and more and more of that, because that closeness means everything to them. Okay? Somebody spent a lot of time being in cold, unappreciated energy. And now this bond and closeness that they share with you, it means everything. And I'm hearing also too, for some of your masculines, like they're getting older or they're aging. And I want to say this is for some of you who might be approaching like your 60s, or I want to even say like approaching your 50s at this point. You've been on the journey for like years, guys. I want to say like 10 plus years. Now is the time, I do feel like for many of you, like it's showing, like the connection is starting to age. That's funny. That's hilarious. That's a big thing for some of you. This connection is starting to show its age. And what I mean by that is it can't be denied, okay? I feel like this is what I'm getting for some of you. You might have been under the impression that your masculine was never going to leave another situation behind, whether it be another job in another country, relocate, come towards you, leave a long marriage behind, whatever the case is. Many of you thought like they've been in that marriage for so long. But for some of you, what I'm actually hearing is like, no, they're going to leave it behind because they've been connected to you now for so long. Okay? This is two people who have been communicating. This masculine doesn't go a day without talking to you. It's very rare that they do. And if they do, it's like you guys have so much catching up to do. You miss one another. You know, you can't wait to get back to each other and share and whatever the case is. But that's what I'm getting actually for some of you, is that no, like this reconciliation here is happening because, yeah, they've been in that situation for a long time. But you know what? Even though they've been in that situation for a long time, they've also been harboring feelings for you for a really long time. And it's never gone anywhere. In fact, that's been growing apart, and their connection to you has been growing even stronger, even at a distance. Even if you guys don't talk. Dreams spoke to them this entire time. The epiphanies, the synchronicities, all of that stuff. The closeness that you guys share, even if you're not physically together. You feel it, Divine Feminine. They feel it too. Okay? Somebody either wants this outcome here, or they've had it and they want to continue having it. They don't want to go without the lovemaking. Okay? They don't care what they have to do, who they have to confront, who they have to tell, who they have to lay down the law with. They don't want to go without this. This is fulfillment. It's love. It's true love. It's like winning a lottery, except in the area of like cups, right? Who's going to turn that shit down? I think not, right? Am I right? So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's what I'm getting for this one. This one's turned her back on me because I was being too loud and you know, I was being too rambunctious. But, yeah, if you guys would like a personal session, hit me up. Month of April. I would love to connect with you guys. Read through some of the reviews if you have doubts about booking. I love connecting with you guys, especially when we do the private one-on-one sessions and we just talk on the phone like old friends. You know, it's really nice and refreshing. So if you guys ever need clarity, I am here for you. And if you guys do like more of the romantic 18 plus readings, especially this deck, be sure to check out the membership section. I do have, quite a nice little library there for you guys to explore. Okay. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next one. Okay. Take it easy, guys. Bye.